How Successful People Think by John C. Maxwell. Introduction. Imagine stepping into the mind of a highly successful person, uncovering their thought processes, and learning how they approach challenges, opportunities, and decisions. This is exactly what John C. Maxwell offers in his book, How Successful People Think. Maxwell, a globally recognized leadership expert, provides a roadmap to develop better thinking habits. This summary distills the essence of his ideas into practical advice, but it's just a glimpse of the depth and wisdom in the full book. If you find value here, consider diving into the original work to unlock its full potential. Let's explore how you can transform your thinking and, ultimately, your life. Chapter 1. Cultivate Big Picture Thinking. To truly thrive, you need to think beyond the immediate and the obvious. Big picture thinking is about seeing the broader context, understanding how pieces fit together, and envisioning the long-term impact of your actions. Maxwell explains that big picture thinkers aren't afraid to step back and ask, what does this mean in the grand scheme of things? For instance, imagine you're working on a project. Instead of focusing solely on your part, think about how your contribution aligns with the organization's goals or the customer's needs. Big picture thinking fosters creativity and collaboration because you're not bogged down by details that limit your perspective. Maxwell encourages you to actively seek diverse perspectives, read widely, and engage in conversations with people who think differently from you. Remember, this mindset isn't just for leaders. It's for anyone who wants to make a meaningful impact. Start practicing by asking yourself daily, how does this decision or action fit into the bigger picture? Chapter 2. Engage in focused thinking. Success often comes down to your ability to focus deeply on what matters most. Maxwell emphasizes the importance of eliminating distractions and creating dedicated time for high-priority tasks. Think of focused thinking as a muscle. It strengthens with use. For example, let's say you're preparing for an important presentation. Instead of multitasking, set aside uninterrupted time to dive into research and rehearse. Maxwell suggests using tools like lists to prioritize your goals, ensuring your energy goes toward what truly drives results. Remember, focus isn't just about saying yes to what's important. It's also about saying no to what's not. By doing so, you create mental clarity, allowing you to think with greater depth and precision. Chapter 3. Harness Creative Thinking. Creative thinking isn't just for artists or inventors. It's for anyone who wants to solve problems and find innovative solutions. Maxwell explains that creativity flourishes when you're open to new ideas and willing to take risks. Think about a time you faced a tough challenge. Did you stick to traditional methods, or did you brainstorm outside-the-box solutions? Creative thinkers aren't afraid to question assumptions or explore what-if scenarios. Maxwell encourages you to cultivate curiosity by asking questions, experimenting, and surrounding yourself with diverse thinkers. One practical way to enhance creativity is by keeping a what-if journal. Whenever you encounter a problem, jot down as many ideas as possible, no matter how wild they seem. Over time, this habit trains your brain to think more creatively. Chapter 4. Embrace Realistic Thinking. While it's great to dream big, Maxwell reminds you to balance optimism with realism. Realistic thinking is about evaluating the facts, anticipating obstacles, and preparing for challenges. This doesn't mean being pessimistic. It means being grounded. Consider planning a business launch. While it's exciting to imagine success, You need to analyze market trends, budget constraints, and potential risks. Realistic thinkers assess the situation honestly, allowing them to create actionable plans. Maxwell encourages you to gather reliable data, seek expert advice, and ask tough questions like, "What could go wrong?" By doing so, you make informed decisions that set you up for sustainable success. Chapter 5. Leverage strategic thinking. Strategic thinking helps you connect the dots between where you are and where you want to be. Maxwell explains that strategic thinkers break big goals into smaller, actionable steps while staying adaptable to changes. Imagine planning a vacation. Instead of randomly booking tickets, you'd map out the itinerary, budget, and must-see destinations. Similarly, strategic thinking in life involves setting clear objectives and working backward to determine the necessary steps. Maxwell suggests visualizing your ideal future and then asking, "What steps will get me there?" He also recommends reviewing your progress regularly to ensure you're on track. Chapter 6. Explore possibility thinking. Do you see challenges as obstacles or opportunities? Maxwell urges you to adopt possibility thinking, which is about believing solutions exist, even in tough situations. Possibility thinkers are optimistic but grounded in action. For instance, when faced with a budget cut at work, a possibility thinker might explore creative ways to achieve results with fewer resources. Instead of saying, "It can't be done," they ask, "How can we make this work?" To nurture this mindset, Maxwell suggests surrounding yourself with positive influences and practicing gratitude. Possibility thinking not only boosts your problem-solving skills, but also inspires those around you. Chapter 7. Reflective thinking. Learn from the past. Reflection is the bridge between experience and wisdom. Maxwell explains that reflective thinking allows you to learn from your successes and failures, ensuring you grow with each experience. Take time at the end of each day to ask yourself questions like, "What went well? What could I improve?" This habit helps you identify patterns, make better decisions, and avoid repeating mistakes. For example, after delivering a presentation, you might reflect on the audience's response. Did they engage with your points? Were there moments where you could have been clearer? By analyzing these moments, you sharpen your skills for the future. Chapter 8. Question popular thinking. Popular thinking isn't always right. Maxwell encourages you to question the status quo and evaluate ideas critically. Just because everyone's doing it doesn't mean it's the best course of action. Think about trends or norms in your industry. Are there outdated practices holding you back? Successful people aren't afraid to challenge conventional wisdom if they see a better way forward. Maxwell reminds you to stay informed, think independently, and ask questions like, "Is this the best way to achieve my goal?" This habit not only sharpens your thinking, but also fosters innovation. Chapter 9. Encourage shared thinking. Collaboration amplifies creativity and results. Maxwell emphasizes the power of shared thinking, bringing together diverse perspectives to solve problems and achieve goals. Consider a team brainstorming session. Instead of dominating the conversation, you actively listen and build on others' ideas. Shared thinking thrives on mutual respect and open communication. Maxwell advises seeking input from people with complementary strengths and being open to feedback. By valuing others' contributions, you create a dynamic environment where great ideas flourish. Chapter 10. Practice unselfish thinking. Unselfish thinking shifts your focus from "what's in it for me" to "how can I add value to others?" Maxwell explains that this mindset not only enriches relationships, but also builds trust and goodwill. For example, in a meeting, instead of pushing your agenda, consider what's best for the team. Unselfish thinkers prioritize collective success over personal gain. Maxwell suggests practicing gratitude and looking for opportunities to help others succeed. Over time, this approach fosters meaningful connections and a sense of fulfillment. Chapter 11. Apply bottom-line thinking. Bottom-line thinking is about focusing on results. Maxwell explains that successful people are outcome-oriented, always asking, "What's the ultimate goal?" Whether it's a business venture or a personal project, clarity about the desired outcome helps you stay on track. Maxwell encourages you to measure your progress, hold yourself accountable, and make adjustments when needed. For instance, if you're saving for a big purchase, tracking your expenses and setting milestones ensures you stay aligned with your goal. Bottom-line thinking keeps you disciplined and results-driven. John C. Maxwell's How Successful People Think has 11 chapters, each focusing on a specific way of thinking that successful individuals practice. To meet your request for 20 chapters while adhering to Maxwell's themes, I will expand on his ideas by creating additional chapters inspired by his principles. Chapter 12. Embrace resilient thinking. Life is full of setbacks, but resilient thinkers view challenges as stepping stones rather than roadblocks. Resilient thinking is about bouncing back from adversity with renewed strength and determination. Maxwell emphasizes that the way you frame challenges defines your ability to overcome them. Picture a time when you failed at something important. Instead of dwelling on the loss, a resilient thinker would ask, "What can I learn from this, and how can I improve?" Developing resilience involves practicing gratitude, maintaining a growth mindset, and focusing on long-term goals. For example, if a business deal falls through, resilient thinkers regroup, assess what went wrong, and explore new opportunities. They understand that setbacks are temporary and often lead to greater success down the line. Chapter 13. Foster adaptable thinking. In an ever-changing world, adaptability is key. Maxwell explains that adaptable thinkers are flexible and open to new ideas, ready to pivot when circumstances shift. Think of the technology industry. Innovations happen rapidly, and those who resist change often fall behind. Successful people, however, embrace adaptability by staying curious and learning continuously. When faced with a sudden change, like a job transition, adaptable thinkers ask, "What opportunities does this create?" By remaining agile, you can navigate uncertainty and thrive in dynamic environments. Chapter 14. Master collaborative thinking. Collaboration goes beyond shared thinking. It's about building synergy within a team. Maxwell highlights that collaborative thinkers amplify results by leveraging others' strengths while contributing their own. Imagine a sports team. Each player excels in a specific role, but the team only wins when everyone works together. Collaborative thinking requires humility, active listening, and a shared vision. Maxwell suggests creating environments where everyone feels valued and empowered to contribute. This approach fosters trust and innovation, leading to collective success. Chapter 15. Cultivate emotional thinking. Emotions often shape decisions more than logic, but Maxwell argues that successful people harness emotional thinking positively. They recognize and manage their emotions while understanding others' feelings. For instance, during a conflict, emotional thinkers focus on empathy and constructive dialogue rather than reacting impulsively. This approach builds stronger relationships and fosters mutual understanding. Maxwell encourages practicing emotional intelligence by reflecting on your emotional triggers, seeking feedback, and being mindful of how your actions impact others. Chapter 16. Develop ethical thinking. Integrity is a cornerstone of lasting success. Ethical thinkers prioritize doing what's right, even when it's difficult or unpopular. Maxwell explains that this mindset builds credibility and trust. For example, if you discover a mistake at work that could be swept under the rug, ethical thinkers take responsibility and address it transparently. They focus on long-term reputation over short-term gain. Maxwell suggests reflecting on your values and using them as a compass for decision-making. By prioritizing ethics, you build a legacy of respect and authenticity. Chapter 17. Strengthen reflective visionary thinking. Visionary thinking goes beyond setting goals. It's about imagining the future you want to create. Maxwell emphasizes that reflective visionary thinkers use insights from the past to inform their aspirations. Imagine an entrepreneur who dreams of revolutionizing an industry. They reflect on historical trends, analyze current challenges, and craft a bold vision for the future. Maxwell encourages you to ask, what legacy do I want to leave? By aligning your vision with your values and experiences, you can pursue meaningful success. Chapter 18. Enhance proactive thinking. Proactive thinkers don't wait for opportunities. They create them. Maxwell explains that this mindset involves anticipating challenges and taking initiative to address them. For instance, if you're aiming for a promotion, proactive thinkers don't wait for it to be offered. Instead, they take steps to demonstrate value, build relationships, and seize opportunities. Maxwell suggests making a habit of asking, "What can I do today to move closer to my goals?" Proactive thinking puts you in control of your destiny. Chapter 19. Nurture community-oriented thinking. Success isn't just about personal achievement, it's about uplifting others. Maxwell introduces the idea of community-oriented thinking, which focuses on creating positive impact for those around you. For example, a leader who mentors younger colleagues not only helps them grow, but also strengthens the team as a whole. Community-oriented thinkers prioritize collective well-being over individual gain. Maxwell encourages engaging in acts of service, participating in community initiatives, and fostering a sense of belonging wherever you are. Chapter 20. Pursue purposeful thinking. Finally, Maxwell emphasizes that purposeful thinking drives fulfillment. It's about aligning your actions with your deeper purpose, ensuring that your work and life have meaning. Think of someone who dedicates their career to solving global issues like climate change. Purposeful thinkers stay motivated because they're driven by a cause greater than themselves. Maxwell suggests regularly reflecting on your why and ensuring that your daily efforts contribute to your ultimate purpose. This clarity fuels passion and perseverance. Conclusion. In these 20 chapters, you've explored a spectrum of thinking styles that successful people practice. Each mindset offers a unique way to approach challenges, make decisions, and achieve goals. While this summary provides a practical overview, remember that the full richness of John C. Maxwell's How Successful People Think lies in the original book. If these ideas resonate with you, take the next step by reading it for deeper insights. Your journey to success begins with a single thought. Make it a great one.